try this, going to this place and saying, I wonder what's in this for me this time. I wonder what possibilities can come out of this. What solution is already in the program, already on the way? What good is this for me? What possibilities can I have? See, we really don't understand the goodness that the void brings us. All we see is the dark side of the void. Right now, millions and millions of people are in the void. Millions, hundreds of millions of people in this country have been in the void. The country has been in the void. I discussed this the other night on Coast to Coast. The entire nation has been in the void. So now as we pull ourselves up, as we begin to come forward, we begin to see new opportunities. So when you make that list that I'm asking you to do tonight, and you say, okay, I'm going to be very, very honest with this, and I'm going to start to fund the energy to let go of what doesn't work. I'll give you an example of how hard this is. I had a lady come and see me in New York any number of years ago, and she'd been married to the same man for 50 years. And for 10 of those years, I had told her the relationship doesn't work. She said, oh, I know that. She says, but Hans, what if this is it? What if this is all I get? What if nothing happens? And I said, so what you're saying is that it's better to be with someone who doesn't work out for you as opposed to being with yourself and the possibilities that brings. She said, absolutely. Now, I can't argue with her with that one. She needs to be in that space. She never did leave him. He finally died. During the void, the Spirit begins to remove from us things that don't offer us growth anymore. Now, we can't see that. We think, oh, I need this in order to have that. And, you know, if I lose this job, what else is going to happen? I don't think I'll ever get another job as good as this one. And we just go into this tailspin of fear, this tailspin of doubt and worry. And basically all we're doing is destroying the potential of the void. That's the key. We're destroying the potential for the void. Now, when Spirit let's say that Spirit starts to pull from us as part of what's going on in our life, they begin to pull from us a relationship, and we've been with this person or wanted this relationship for so long, and we're in the relationship, but we know deep in our heart that it doesn't work anymore. We know deep in our heart that our partner is not happy either. And we begin to say, well, it's what I have. It's what I have. Therefore, I'm going to try to hold on to the fact that it's what I have. What you're doing at that moment by not letting go is limiting the potential of what the Spirit is already at work on, the new pair of shoes. That perfect person is already on the way, but you can't see that. The same thing with your work. So you hang on to a job that doesn't work. And finally Spirit says, you know what, you've had this long enough, it's time to go. And they keep sending you little signals like, this doesn't work for me, I don't know about this. But they're sending you signals and they're saying, you know what, why don't you look at something else? And you're saying, no, I'm not going to look at it. Well, if I leave this job, no one is saying to leave the job, but open the door for the possibility of the transition to the new thing. And once you do that, Spirit then begins to pull the energy from the old job, and they move you towards a void and an unknown, and that's where you get in trouble. Because at that moment, all you can see is nothing. Do you have any idea, children, how much good comes out of nothing? Every single thought, every single painting, every single piece of music, every single thing starts with the first step. the first stroke, the first letter. The greatest book starts with the first letter, and it starts in a void. It isn't created in the middle of something else. It has its own identity, and it starts in the void. So when the void is presented to you, oh my goodness, what can I do with this? Have you ever seen your mother or your grandmother get an empty pot? Just a regular old empty pot. And say, I wonder what kind of soup I can make out of the refrigerator. It starts with the empty pot and the intention to create the soup. So they go in, maybe there's some chicken stock, maybe there's some beets in there, maybe there's some chicken, who knows. And you slowly begin to add things to it, and before you know it, you have a wonderful chicken and vegetable soup. But in the beginning, the pot was empty. In the beginning of our life, we are empty. So being empty is a wonderful, wonderful place to be, because it says to us, I believe. You've heard me throughout the years say to you, all beautiful things are created in the dark. All of them, even babies, diamonds, gold, even oil. Everything is created in the dark, but it shines in the light.